Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel, guys. Today is actually night right now, but I finally got storage on my phone, so now I can make a video. Of course, this still gonna be like 12 minutes long. I might not be able to do every day because right now I was on winter break, but next week I will have school, so I might not do all the days. I might be like 1 or 2 videos a week, but I'm hoping I can film almost every day. So today is a long-awaited video. Today I get to finally tell you about my Naruto character, Nazuko Umadori. Now the history is very long, and I'm not really gonna go in order like by like actual things. I'm gonna go in order by like how I actually said things, because I technically created this character like a long time ago, and I think I'm now just gonna make this video on the beginning part. There's gonna be lots of parts. Hopefully you guys keep up, but this number 1 video, just to remind you guys, if you want to watch the next video, just make sure there's number 1 before you watch number 2. So, Nazuko Umadori, he's part of a clan known as the Umadori clan, or the Beast clan, or the Jinchuriki clan, due to the fact that they are specialized in, mainly, they have, their clan is known for of being the only clan that's actually known to be able to carry hidden tailed beasts, which are like, basically, what I have the history is that Hagoromo had, like, beast abilities that were, like, really, like, he had skills from the 10 tails that were, like, so powerful. He didn't want to just leave them to these tailed beasts that would have maybe been caught easily, no matter what their power. So, he came up with this. He put all the power in these other tailed beasts, these 100 other tailed beasts, who were a lot more skilled and were better at hiding themselves, known as the hidden tailed beasts, so that no one would know about them. Our clan discovered it like 100 years after they had been placed already, and actually, besides like the whole catching them thing, they actually were pretty kind to them in all things. So the Hindu Beast decided that they would lend themselves to the clan, and the clan basically at the beginning state, the clan is technically a mixture of Uzumakis and Uchiha, who left their clan after the whole war period with like the Uchiha fighting the Senjin, and then the Uzumaki just left because technically they didn't leave. They figured out about this small Uchiha group of people, and they wanted to help them, so they brought it, and then this clan just created their own pretty much clan. They didn't actually have the Umadori name until way later. There was like 4 to 5 generations before the Umadori clan, but yeah. Hold on one sec. Now, so when this clan is known as the Dahashihuku clan. It's a pretty weird name, but they couldn't really think of any names, so they just like decided it. And in my base in Naruto, some names mean different things, and they gave themselves that name because to them it's supposed to mean like beginning clan, like not really proper clan, because the clan was basically based off of like not any like special skills or anything, not a top basis clan. But then later on, more people from from just basis ninjas just started to join their clan. And then the second one, which is more proper in genjutsu, kind of around that area, was the Fukunaku clan. And they have really old name clans, that's why they're super weird. And they had genjutsu styles mixed in with like the original clans one. You know, more generations, then you have the Sekiniki clan, the Umu clan, and the Tori clan, which is where they got the Umadori clan kind of name from it. And then you have, of course, the Umadori clan, which is the final product of all those clans, and we have a lot of history and stuff. Now, their clan is actually, was actually one of the top first clans. They weren't, like, written in history, but they're one of the first clans that was ever, like, noticed in history, actually. So, yeah. And then, so of course, you meet our main protagonist or character in the thing, Nazuko Umadori, who was born a lot more special because he's connected to the 16 tails Kuragu, or is it Kurami? I think it's Kurami. And Kurami is slightly related to Kurama because he's a panthered fox, which means he has like his whole body base is like, you know, kind of like foxed and everything. Has a shorter snout than Kurama, but then he has like big panther paws, and he has, you know, 16 tails. And he's known as the hidden tail beast of creation because he's related to one of the very first 2 like first hidden tailed beasts ever, which those two were given the extreme powers, and then those two, which were known as the 100 tails, split their genes and everything into another one, but not before giving our clan beast-like power, which is why I had. And the very first umadori was ever known his name was Tiraka Umadori, and he was basically the basis. He was why the umadori were like so known well, because no one could really fight him because he was so powerful. He created the tsunami blades. He created like alternate versions of the Susanoo because of the fact that, you know, he's partly Uchiha. It's not like he's just thinking it. He has Uchiha blood, so he gets it. And it's not like he just randomly created it. It took a long time. But of course, then you also get into the fact of like the other ones, and there are other great ones, but he was like the main great one. So yeah. Next, well, we do have other ones, but he's my big topic. But first, we're gonna talk about Nazuko. Now, of course, he's me, but in an alternate character universe. I've made multiple, but he's like probably my favorite because he's my favorite anime character. Sorry, he's my favorite anime. He's based off my favorite anime. Anyway, so this is basically like Nazuko. You know, brown hair, brown eyes, and he's very skilled. I mean, he got 100% on his shuriken, kunai. His genjutsu is pretty good. His fighting skills are pretty good. He has visual paralysis. He was born with them, which is what's different from the Uchiha clan. They're born with their eyes. It might not always proceed as that, but it's like they get their eyes when they're born. Now this kind of, you know, it goes down the whole basis of where he's the character, but instead of the whole, oh, he's really bad like Naruto, he's actually pretty good. And of course, this is in the time of Boruto, so you still got that whole, it's kind of in the line of Boruto, but I changed some things up to, you know, make it more Nazuko kind of style. And so, anyway, the Sharingan. Let's talk about the Sharingan for this first video, for the end of it. Sharingan. It looks like the Sharingan, except, you know, like Naruto's like kind of like eye when he has Kurama, that eye, except it's blue, and it looks like his pupil looks like Kurama, like when Naruto has Kurama, and then it has like little things that the Sharingan has, so that's why you get it. And they, of course, their clan gets a lot of the massive amount of chakra from the Uzumaki clan, and gets the Sharingan or the Sharingan from the, my name, I know it's pretty basic, I couldn't think of anything else, but since they're related to the Uchiha clan, they're trying to keep the basis. Now, their clan is very well known because they produce like very like good ninjas in that proceeding of it. So, yeah, and then of course Nazuko also is like, of course, there are two other, in the Umadori clan, there are two other styles of clan, so it's not just like Umadori, there's like two other clan in it, where there's one that gets a pink eye that looks exactly like the Sharingan, you know, beast eye, just it's pink, and it basically means that they can copy anything, and that's one of the styles of it. The second one, the user is allowed that they can use chakra in a Susanoo-ish kind of way, where they can produce it out like they can create like the tail beast that they have comes out in like in a chakra form, so it's kind of like Naruto's like creating Kurama kind of thing, but it's that. And Nazuko's clan is basis for the Sharingan. Their main base is like the combat and fighting. The other one is for more protection because they can copy jutsus, and then his is more for the attacking basis. But yeah, okay. So that's Sharingan. There's 6 stages in the eye. First stage is what every single person has. First person always has Sharingan, you know, it goes through the whole stage of like 1, 2, 3, and it gets strong over time. The second stage, the eye is able to slow it down more persistently, and then third stage gives them the ability to, you know, stuff. But let's not get into the stages right now. And then, so the Sharingan he was gifted with was pretty good. And I think there were 7, as I stated, there were 7 pure eyes, and one of them is known as the Byakuya Sharingan, which is a really dumb name, I know, but it's basically the it's like the Byakugan plus the Sharingan, which is perfect because it allows the user to create like wherever, in the place where they can see, which is like a couple kilometers away, right? Wherever they can see, if there's a person in that like area zoned, they can use it as a way to put their genjutsu on someone, and that's basically the whole basis around stuff. And basically, and it's a very good jutsu. There are other more pure eyes, and that's why it's called pure eye, because they're more powerful. And then there's also the Primo Sahaningan, which just allows the user to have more chakra, better control, and then they also can like use their beast as like a more precise way of striking. There's the there's a version of the Kamui, since you know the Uchiha clan is in their blood. The Uchiha clan, and then you know by the Kamui, it's called the Anui, I think is what it is. It's really, I know my naming for it is very dumb, I know, but the Anui has the same prediction of that. And then Nazuko was also gifted out of 3 people. See, the tsunami waves are so powerful. The whole clan is based to be a projectile of like a fraction of the Uchiha. So they have like an elemental like thing known as the like kind of like the Atamarasu, but it's like different because it could be like switched, so you could have it as water for a second, earth, but it only lasts for a little bit. It's not like a super powerful thing. And only 3 people. The first, one of Nazuko's great uncles, and then of course Nazuko himself. Those 3 are the only people who have ever and ever will be able to control the blades of the fact. And also the fact is that Nazuko, like, I'll get more into his story on the second video, but this is basically just like a rouse around the history of it. And there's the whole, like, and there's one part where you figure out that Nazuko's family is sort of connected to the Otsutsuki, not in like a power-wise way, more of like they both have this like brawl where they were like the first clans ever and that, so yeah. But I hope you guys like this video. If you'd like to like the video, you can. Subscribing, I would appreciate it, but you know, I don't really care. If you don't like the video, you can. Other Naruto people can comment down below. Hope you guys like the video, and this might come out a little bit later, but hope you guys like the video.